Hello everyone and welcome back to Civilization V Spain, where we are going to embargo the fuck out of the Aztecs. Oh man. They've dug themselves into a pit of shit they may not be able to leave from. It's just funny, right? Because, like, their agriculture and infrastructure has gotta be just, like, terrible. The Zulu technology is not that bad, but the Aztecs are just, like, super far behind. All the same. Yeah, we're gonna go for a diplomatic victory here, and how we do that is, well, first of all, we lose all of our colonies over here. That's just gonna happen. Not really much we can do about that. Although we can take out this Impy, which has like a ton of bonuses. Jeez, look at all those bonuses, man. Whew. But hey, we got one of them. That'll there's some attrition cost, right? Oh hey, we'll be able to finish exploration. That's nice. So once we get museums, we can actually see all the hidden sites just off the bat, and we get a free admiral, which is nice. Yeah, it's okay. But hey, our Gallius here, just being a Gallius. Do we have the manpower to take over one of his cities? I think we do. If he doesn't have many troops defending it, I think we've absolutely got the strength needed now that we've got we're gonna put you to sleep. Now that we've got some tercios. Was our kind of our trump card, I guess, when it comes to that. Sadly, it does mean we're gonna have to park our units right next to the city. Mercia's gone. I just wish I could have taken one more with me. I'm gonna build another settler to try to recoup our losses. This worker can now wake back up, and you're gonna route to this position. Okay. There is a catapult, or a trebuchet rather. We can't actually hit it from that position, so we're just gonna have to wait. Do we have any more tiles to be improved over here? Oh, there's one down here. Yet another tercio. I love it. Any more tiles to improve? We could improve that, I guess. Oh, it has to be in our territory first. That makes sense. There's a marsh up there we can clear. That's good. Very big wars this game. I'm noticing. Which is, you know, really surprising to me. Sometimes I go, you know, entire sessions and there's not a single war that ever happens, which is just, you know, very bizarre and unrealistic. But, you know, we've got one now. I got what I wanted, you know, be careful what you wish for. It might just come true. What do we want? We want a bank. We want money. We need money. Especially after losing Seville. So we have quite a few tercios now. Our military is getting significantly stronger. Like, if we go to the demographics, like we're second in soldiers, if that tells you anything. So we're close to the Zulus. I think he's just gonna burn down all my cities, which is a shame, because, you know, that's stuff that he's losing is basically it. And he's not getting a capital out of it either. A very spiteful war, I would say. We have a great general now. I know, we lost a crossbowman. Boo-hoo. Very sad. I'm gonna soften up the city a little bit more. And then, we're gonna hit it up with the tercios. Let's do it. Alright, Alright, that's going to be his moves for the turn, sadly, but we are going to take Teotihuacan. If we can just flat out murder the Aztecs at this point, like, I don't know if anybody will really be that upset about it, if we're being 100% honest. They attacked a great power. They're going to pay for it. I'm going to make sure that they pay for it. We have to establish our dominance, as it were. Let's get an amphitheater, get more culture. Rather build a trade post. How the tables have turned. Alright, the city is going to fall. Let's view the city. Anything? There's a Colosseum and a monastery. So we're going to raise it. Yeah. I don't want the city. His capital has even less defense. And hey, that'll give us access to the Gulf like we wanted. So, I think this all works out in the end. I think we do have the manpower to go take it as well. Which is very exciting. We can get another Tercio, which we're going to do. Because Tercios are pretty awesome. Is everything improved up here for the time being? I mean, for the most part, yeah. I suppose it couldn't hurt to have him resting in the event that something does happen. Yeah, we need to get around to there and try to get our great general closer. He has no troops left. He does have a couple of great generals, which is, you know, a thing. Without any troops, it's kind of useless, but China has denounced the Zulus. Yeah, I think I'll denounce them as well. You don't want to negotiate for peace. What more do you want? Do you want Valencia? We'll just set it to research because it's burning to the ground, and we don't care about it anymore. Free great person could be nice, but I don't know if we're really in a position to be making these kinds of ventures. I'm gonna build a cargo ship instead, because we need to stabilize our economy. So losing Seville was a big loss. Like, I've kind of been downplaying it a little bit as to how important of a city that was to our empire. It was probably very much the financial hub of our nation. And I know upgrading to a Tercio there may not have been the best call, but it was a call that I made. Any cities we can switch to money focus for a bit? Yeah, let's switch you to money focus for the time being to break even at least. I'll put you to sleep for now? Yeah. Actually, we'll want to get these units moving towards Tenictalan. I always remember, like, in my classes growing up, like, they'd always talk about, oh, the Aztec capital, and then they'd try to say it, and there were probably a million different variations on the word, I think it's Tenictalan. Tenochtitlan. Could be, it could be anything, right? It's in a language that has no foundation in any of the European subgroups whatsoever. Which, you know, means I don't know how to pronounce it. What the hell? What are you doing, Aztecs? What are you doing? Okay. How do we want to approach the city? We've got a lot of troops in position already. Like, in pretty good positions. So we're just gonna start opening up. And it's just gonna have to be well, we have the raw numbers. I just would like to minimize casualties wherever possible. You're gonna fortify until the end, even though you got upgraded. I guess we move our Gallius closer. We're gonna build our city again right here. It will be Seville, renamed. We're gonna call it New Seville. Or Nuevo, I think is the Spanish word. That seems more appropriate. Can we not rename the city? I think we should be able to rename the city, right? Yeah, there we go. We will always remember the sacrifice. We'll never forget those who perished defending our glorious nation. Oh, now you want peace that I'm banging on your capital? How does it feel, Aztecs? That was a misclick. Oh god, that was a misclick. It's okay. I'm fine. This is fine. Their city will still fall. We'll even hit it with the conquistador. We're gonna take all of the cities. He's not going to live. I don't care if I get marked as a warmonger. I don't think anyone cares. We lost a crossbowman. Oh no. Like if it's not a tercio, I'm not particularly upset. Because later on, these units are going to be the backbone of our army anyway. So we're going to create a puppet. There's only one city left now. So, you know, we've made our mark for sure. Now, we were able to do this in part because the AI is so awful at conducting war. But all the same, it was scary for a little bit. Still no sight in Valencia of anything that the Zulus are doing.
Bayete.
They want 2 gold per turn for peace. You know what? I am willing to accept that. They're actually friendly towards me now. Everyone seems to believe I'm building new cities too aggressively. That's funny, because I'm still going to build them, regardless. You may be friendly towards us, but I will remember. Bonus production in all cities is really nice, and economics, I think, is definitely the next right move. Our science is going to start falling behind, and we need to combat that. Really need to start pushing back. Losing Seville, of course, is a huge part of that, because a lot of our science was coming from the sheer amount of population in that city. But Seville will grow again. We've got bananas, and we will make bananas while the sun shines. And Seville and Nueva Seville will grow fat. So you're friendly, and then you instantly denounce me. Oh, this game. This game. What are you even doing? Their prophet has been born in the city of Madrid. We've already upgraded our religion, right? Yeah, so all we could really do is get a holy site, which may not be a terrible idea in near Seville or near another city that has a bunch of like Toledo would be a great place to get this, because aren't really a whole lot of places that are like all the territory here gives something. But like this plains here, it's 3 food and 1 production. Losing the production would suck, but at the same time, there's a barbarian galley over there. I can't trade because there's a barbarian galley. Son of a. Okay, well we'll trade with Ur then for the time being, as much as or maybe Ur and Jerusalem are the same. We're losing out about 3 gold per turn, but hey, our economy is stabilized again. And we're going to build more cargo ships. We need more cargo ships, and we need money to help push our empire along. for sure. And we need to. We're gonna go burn down the last of the Aztec cities. This is very fitting, by the way, that we kill the Aztecs of Spain. I just want to point out the historical similarities here, minus the fact that they weren't over in the New World, but as we're calling it, it's the New World to us. To the Zulus, it's like home. I do think it's interesting that like the AI gets very offended when you start building a lot of cities, which makes me which just furthers the argument that playing tall is the better way to go. Playing tall is so nice. We'll play a tall empire at some point. At least I plan to. Yeah, I mean, expected at this point. Like, let's be honest, that was going to happen. Wasn't really anything we could do about it. Hey, we cleared the marsh. We're gonna build a trading post. We need money. We need money really bad. So getting economics is gonna give us a lot of money, and you know that makes sense. It's reasonable. Because it's gonna increase our gold per turn from a lot of different sources by 1. Which is just really nice. We're gonna wait here before we... Yeah, you're gonna move there. And then... Well, actually, I'm gonna build another... I'm gonna build a caravel. Clearly our navy isn't big enough. That's what I've learned, in part from this war. We're losing money now, that's bad. But that's okay, we'll recover. In part because Santiago has a lot of farms, but I don't know if it necessarily needs them. Salamanca has a hill now, so we're gonna improve that. And then we'll keep improving Valencia. I don't expect this peace to last, but Valencia will be a good landing point once we start getting more troops. We may be losing money because of the Aztec capital. That is entirely possible. But we'll see. Let's we'll move the crossbowmen to the hill. It sucks that we're out of range units at this point, by the way, but we have so many Tercio that I'm not extremely worried about it. We're gonna, honestly, the Conquistador is more of a target than anything else. Oh, hey, this stopped trading is why we started losing money. Okay, that's fine. I think we have to say no to embargo city-states. I could care less about natural heritage sites. We just gotta pray that doesn't pass, because if we don't, let's see. Yay, it fails, and that fails as well. Cool. So I'm gonna embargo. I want to embargo the Zulus. Obviously, the Zulus are gonna be upset if we do this. But that's our way of giving back, you know. I'm all about sharing and giving back, and you know, building a community, really. I don't know if we're getting warmongering penalties for doing this, but this is a defensive war. Of course, I don't know if the AI in this game really differentiates in the same way that something like EU4 would. Okay, so which is more important, food or production? I tend to say production. However, the city's already not growing that much, so... We're gonna make a holy site, and the reason we're gonna make a holy site is because spreading our religion doesn't really do much for us at this point. Apart from maybe give us like 1 or 2 more happiness. Because we're not expanding at the moment. We're gonna build a university in Salamanca. That'll be good. We really do need to get more science, and as Seville grows, we will become closer and closer to achieving that goal. Yeah, it is a blatant attack on your interests. That's absolutely right. My only hope is that I can persuade other people to feel the same way. Perhaps we could send our spy as a diplomat to, since he is level 3, as a diplomat to Marrakesh, and help him to support our interests. I'm not sure if that's how that works at all, but we're gonna try it. Any useful buildings we can build here? Himeji Castle would be pretty big. I'm gonna try it. As much as I would like to build some of the smaller buildings, like I feel like Himeji Castle is gonna give us that edge we need when we're defending our territory from certain powers. Certain soon-to-be very upset powers who are not going to have trade anymore because they've been naughty. Sorry, was that me? Anyway.
Moxiquani! Akin timokuitia, tejo akin, yotichichitoni, hinin, no yakotl.
And now, the Aztecs are a thing of the past. So, that means that we've eliminated the immediate threat on our nearby borders. That also means that a lot of our forces are going to be moving overseas. Definitely. Possibly to make a counterattack on the Zulus. Or if nothing else, to just hold the line. See, the thing is that bothers me is there's still so much land in here that's you know, fertile and ready to be expanded into, and you know, the Zulus aren't taking advantage of that because they've spent so much production on, you know. By the way, our score has surged, so this war may have actually been a good thing. We're definitely gonna kill these barbarians, by the way. Oh, Pamplona finally got a city connection. The city connection. Hoping we're at positive happiness by next turn.
Как тебе понравится, если я
We could
предложу?
use the gold. Not gonna lie. Could definitely use the gold. There we are. Cordoba is starving. Well, put you on food focus then. And stop being hungry, I guess. There's not really much they can do. We could build a farm on one of these grasslands, like, finally, I guess. Put you on alert. You need to heal. That is my phone alarm. Hello. Forgot that you were on. Okay. That's not the. I don't do an episode timer. I actually leave Bandicam open and just kind of look over every couple of minutes. How are we position wise at this point? Well, we were terrible. We've stabilized and we've made gains from a bad situation. So I still think we're in a good position. That's what I think. That is a barbarian missionary. I've never seen that before. What are you going to teach to my? Oh, I bet it was an Aztec missionary. And now that since there's nobody here, we'll go try to get rid of him. I don't want him to stick around or anything like that. That's hilarious. I've never seen that happen. That's great. Well, I'm sorry, Zurich. I didn't mean to scare you. So any social policies we get between here and now, before we industrialize, is going to give us, we're going to get patronage, which is going to help us for sure to get a, to get a diplomatic victory, which is what we want, ideally. Oh, you've denounced me for killing the Aztecs. I didn't realize you liked the Aztecs so much. How does everyone feel? That Songhai are worried about our warmongering. Oh, the Zulus dislike warmongers. Oh, I'm sure. Well, Russia and Morocco are still friendly, which makes me happy. could kind of care less about what the Chinese think. We're gonna kill the barbarian missionary before he can spread some sort of religion of any kind. Alright, we gotta get rid of that barbarian galley. And I don't want to expand down here. But if I don't, more barbarians are gonna keep popping up in this area, which is kind of a... I don't know. It's not a system I like. I'm not saying it's a bad system, I don't like it. I don't like that if you don't have occupied territory, hostile barbarians instantly pop up with units that are generally your tech or higher. I find it irritating. What can we build? An artist guild wouldn't be bad. However, an armory would be better for Cordova because it's our production city, for the time being. Cargo ship? Cargo ships are always nice. So we're gonna get ready to send a lot of our troops on an exodus to Valencia. Because we need... I have a feeling we'll be needing to defend... Oh, come off it, Songhai. Plate Loco has... LOL. Yeah, it's adopted our religion. Well, it's too bad because we're burning it to the ground. We're great Christians. Just the best. I know I shouldn't bring religion into it, but it did seem kind of funny. Alright, we're gonna clear out the barbarians, which would be nice. It is a city-state quest, so somebody's gonna be happy that we're doing it. I don't know who for. Hopefully Yerevan, so we get another ally out of it, but we'll see. You know, we have open borders with Morocco, I'm pretty sure. Although I don't know if it'd be that much faster to send them that way. I'd rather send them over the open ocean. How many turns would it take? It would be faster going this way. How much... It'd be like probably 10 turns slower to go the other way. But that's okay. We'll deal with it. Positive happiness again. Once Plate Loco is gone, we will no longer have unhappiness, which is nice. But yeah, we're gonna start sending a lot of our troops over here. Because you can't trust the Zulus as far as you can throw them. Which you can't because they're very big and scary. It spawned more barbarians. Well, we'll just have to clear that. Oh, Zurich and Yerevan liked that. That's awesome. Hey, Zurich, what if I give you money? Oh my goodness, the happiness. So, how much, we're only getting 3 happiness from city-states. Which is weird, because, did they just give us a luxury resource? They're giving us silver and jewelry. That is nice. So that's like 11 happiness total we're getting from that city-state? That's great. It means our cities are going to grow. We may... Not that we're going to enter a golden age anytime soon, but... You know, the thought is nice. Which unit do we have selected? How long would it take you to get over here? Possibly 20 turns? I don't know. I don't want to send, like, too many troops. But we do need the troops. We're going to build a caravel, because we need a navy. A strong, strong navy. I'm holding off on building galleasses. I do prefer ranged ships, just because of their versatility. But I'm kind of holding off until, yeah, we're gonna need the rest of these troops for the national defense. The ones that we aren't already sending over need to be held back. We'll give you shock. The shock seems to be more useful for us. Okay, so our primary focus now is to get our science back on track. However way we do that. Does this city have, like, a university and everything? It does. But yeah, I can't help but shake the feeling that our science is just really bad right now. It shouldn't take 17 turns to research things. The number of cities we have obviously doesn't help. But I mean, that's all we can do, you know? Shaka's gonna take out the rest of Songhai. Sad times, but that's okay. They denounced us, so we don't really care. Hey, Valencia finally built a Tercio. That is great. Let's build a workboat now to work those fish. Maybe the granary in New Seville, because it's probably Seville Nueva. I'm just doing it in English. If it is, you know, I'll change it. But anyway, this is probably going to be as good a stopping point as any. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode as much as I did, you know, killing the Aztecs off. But I hope to see you on the next one.